This is Project Edison. Project Edison is a 16-unit multifamily building consisting of both one-bedrooms and two-bedroom units. It's a 3-story concrete construction walk-up building. And this building had undergone renovations about a decade ago prior to our inception. And now this building was brought to us again off-market through our marketing channels. The building was seeking a bit of a premium, if you will, with not much upside. But again, with Arate's creativity, knowing that there wasn't much to do in the way of renovations because the building had been renovated about a decade ago, we had to really look into the building and understand how it operated, where there was the possibility of both savings and expenses and the ability to increase rents. And so we actually discovered that the registered rents were not at market rates, and the owner did not want to increase the rents at the risk of vacancy. Now, the building was fully occupied, and so the owner did not want to lose any tenants or shake things up. We, of course, were willing, and also the expenses. Now, the building, like I said, had undergone renovations about a decade prior to our inception, and now that was great. However, there was still a lot of areas where there could be improvements. Not only that, but there was a caretaker in this building for about 40 years, and her suite had not been touched. And that was one of the 2-bedroom suites. And so we had actually worked with the caretaker to move her into another suite. We renovated the caretaker suite, and then we did a few other things. We did roof repairs. We replaced all of the windows throughout the building, including the common area and the main entry and exit doors. We also did a new hot water tank system and new boiler system. And so we actually substantially decreased the building's operating expenses. And in the one renovation of the 1 2-bedroom unit, which was the caretaker unit, and then in addition, doing a increase for all of the tenants, we had actually substantially increased the building's value. And so we bought this building for $2,465,000. We put in just over $200,000. I think we put in about $208,000 into the building. And the building now was fully refinanced. So we were again able to return 100% of our money back. We did that at the sacrifice of cash flow, but for us, it was more important to get all of our money back to go and invest in other assets, which we've done with these same partners. And so we sacrificed cash flow. We took out all of the cash back out of this building, and yet we're still cash flow positive. We're netting about anywhere between $24,000 to $36,000 a year after expenses and reserves and everything else. We purchased this building in March 2024. We immediately worked with the caretaker. We immediately worked with the RTB, and we facilitated a renovation. And then we also worked with the existing in-place tenants and did increases. We were actually able to substantially increase the building's value, and we were able to refinance it in the fall. So actually in September that same year, September 2024. And again, that just shows the speed of Arate, the creativity of Arate. And this building, again, was brought to us off-market through a broker at Remax, who is also part owner in the building. And because they knew of our experience, they trusted in Arate's ability to purchase and pay a premium on the front end for a fantastic location, a fantastic and solid building, but then to also be able to navigate some of those residential tenancies aspects to be able to also substantially increase the building's value, which is ultimately, in order to get that premium on the front end, was what was required to be able to make the deal make sense on the back end and long term. So again, that is what Arate did on this building. We've successfully done that. Our building's value today is at about $3.4 million, $3.3 to $3.4 million. And so our all-in costs are about 2.8. So there's a good amount of equity here. And again, we're cash flowing about $24,000 to $36,000 a year net. And that's going up every year by a few $1,000s. And that range depends on sort of the year that we're having. So that's that.